Hello, this is Ian and Silas with DC Digital, and today we're going to be showcasing our DC-10-Key-W-Master with a DC-40-W-Secondary multifunction master-secondary system. So what the customer aims to accomplish by utilizing this product is that it's going to be utilized in a concert as a timer for band during their free time. So in other words, this is going to be managing how long the band members have until the next set. So how it works is the client sets the master unit, which is the DC-10-UT, in their own office, and from there they are able to utilize the secondary, which is the DC-40, in the break room for the band to observe. Meanwhile, the planner will set the time to count down from, and as you can see, it's a multi-function, so it can act as a timer, it can act as a up timer, down timer, it can act as a clock and such. So I'm going to have Silas take over, and he's going to demonstrate the functions of this entire unit, and then I'll take over afterwards, and then I'll showcase the hardware aspect of this model.
So what we've got is two different controllers that can control these. We've got the user version, and this is a smaller limited controller that they can use to start the timer, switch the modes, and switch between up timer, down timer, and to zero, reset, and set. And this is the keypad, which the owner will use. This has all of the functionality and can set time and date to allow for daylight savings adjustments. You can also turn it into quiet mode and adjust how the down timer reacts when it reaches zero. So we're going to start with the user remote. So right now we are in the time of day state. It is currently 11:48 a.m. and now we can use this remote by pressing the clock timer button and switch that into down timer mode. By pressing the button just below it, labeled up down, we can switch between the up timer and the down timer. Press start and stop at the top left. Then we can press last value if you wish to return to the original value you had, 0 to return to 0, or set hours, minutes, or seconds to set exactly what time you want to start with. The same can be done with the up timer, however it has no end of period. And you cannot set it. It just counts up from 0, like a stopwatch. Then when you want to return to time of day mode, you press the clock timer again and it returns. Now, for the keypad, this is what the owner of the display will use when renting it out. They have the ability to do things like set the time. As you can see, that's a not valid time, so it did not take it. So let's put in something that's acceptable. So now it's registered 1:29. And for the daylight savings times, you will press the set date button and type it in month, day format. And then the last 2 of the year. And it will show you on the screen what year you are typing in. Then you will finish by pressing set date and it will set the date. You can also turn it from the time of day mode into the up timer and down timer mode. You can also change the time of day mode into the down timer or up timer mode by pressing either the down timer button or the up timer button. To return to time of day, press the clock 12/24-hour button. And to switch between 12 and 24-hour mode, press it again while it's in that mode. You can also do a few novel things, like blank the display if you don't wish anything to be displayed. Press it again to bring it back. To have it stop beeping every time you click it, press quiet mode. Now as you can see, if I switch modes, it doesn't beep. And you press it again to reverse this. And then finally, the flash buzzer none button. This controls how it behaves in down timer mode. Press it once and it will flash when it reaches 0. So let's set the time for something appropriate and start it. Now it just flashed. So let's reset it, set it back, press the button, and now it won't do nothing. When you press it one more time, it will go back to its original state, which is to beep. And that's about it for the operation of the units.
So quickly going over the hardware aspect of this entire model, as you can see, the enclosure is a tough 14-gauge aluminum fingerprint resistant with black powder coating. The display size for starting with the DC-10 is 1 inch that is viewable up to 25 feet, and the DC-40 is 4 inches that is viewable up to 200 feet away. The number of digits that are being displayed are 4 digits that can count up or down from 99 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds, and it can display the time in a 12 to 24 hour format. Its power type is a 120 to 240 VAC power wall adapter. For mounting for our DC-40s, which is our secondaries, we have 2 eye bolts on the top of the enclosure for our secondaries, as you can see, along with a putt antenna at the center of the secondaries. For accessories, we have our wired keypad controller and our standard handheld WR8T controller. Each of them come with 25 feet of cabling. We have our end of period buzzer for each unit that can be located on the left-hand side of each enclosure. And lastly, we have our 2 secondary units along with a master unit, which is the DC-40 and the DC-10. So again, this is Ian and Silas with DC Digital, demonstrating our DC-10-Key-W-Master and our DC-40-W-Secondary multifunction master secondary system with a wired controller and keypad. Thanks for watching.